let's get started. First of all, I should describe you the products and accessories for cooking. First of all, you should, of course, salt. Secondly, you should have a knife. By the way, it should be a special knife, woman knife. The name is for this knife. Thirdly, you should have ordinary plates, and you should have a deer. He's shocked. And by the way, you should have 6 months later. Maybe you have guessed that it is the recipe of kopalchen. Kopalchen? Yes, it's a deer. Then I should tell you about the cooking steps for cooking this dish. Firstly, you should find the most well-fed animal, for example, the deer, or it can be a walrus. Then you should not feed him for 3 days because his intestine should be cleaned naturally. So I think you understand why we shouldn't feed him for 3 days. Then we should dig a not very big hole before burying this poor animal, because we have strangled, but by the way, we should do it very carefully because we shouldn't spoil the skin of this animal. For burying, we shouldn't culinary process this animal. It is unprocessed. Then, after burying this animal under the ground, we should cover it with peat, and we should cover it with twigs and stones. After that, if be more exact, after 6 months, after that we have a single strange mass processed by bacteria. Meat just decompose because of the temperature of soil, because it's frozen. So meat just decompose. It isn't rotten or frozen. It looks like that. That and that. But you should be very, very carefully, because if you are not an Eskimos and you don't live in the most north places of our country, of our world, you shouldn't cook this beautiful, perfect, and I think very tasty dish, because there are a lot of corpse poisons. Yes, I think you should understand what does it means. And not used to this dish people shouldn't eat it. And as for finishing of this cooking of this dish, we can serve it with salt, and we can roll it in tubes. And by the way, we can serve it with new and clean deer lungs. About the poisons, corpse poisons, I have said. That's all. Thank you for your attention.